It's time for the match game, Hollywood Squares Hour, with from Happy Days, Anston Williams. From Riptide, Tom Bray. From Old Madeline, Jesse Wells. Kim Thomerson. Phyllis Diller. And the stars of the match game Hollywood Squares Hour, Gene Rayburn and John Bowman.
The woman there holding her ears.
The lady in the first row who's holding her ears. Why are you doing that? Why are you doing that?
You know who you are.
So what did she say, Rich?
Because it's too loud.
It's too loud.
Very rational woman.
Cool it, will you, people? Everybody okay up here?
Wonderful.
Just terrific.
Are you all right?
Ready to go.
Oh, yes.
Are you going to stay awake?
I'm awake.
Wonderful. I went to a concert the other night, an Arnold Schoenberg concert, and his music is so far out the people didn't know where to applaud. It was embarrassing. Yes. Finally, the conductor starts pacing up and down the stage, and they said, well, maybe we should clap. And about 3 people went like that. So
I like Schwarzenegger better myself.
Schwarzenegger.
Yeah. Better composer.
Are you nervous?
No, man.
Oh, you're picking your nails.
Why, it's
Can we get an insert on his nails, please?
Right.
Bring the
All right,
camera
let's
down
say hello to our 2 players over here. They are
Hi.
Cynthia Norfleet and Mary Hoffman. Let's get acquainted. Cynthia, tell us about you, please.
I'm from Dallas, Texas. I moved out here about 5.5 years ago with my husband. I work in the catering business, and I like to travel a lot.
Where have you been?
Well, in catering, I've been to Hawaii, and we've gone to Reno, San Francisco, Colorado. So it's been a lot of fun.
You have a national catering business?
No, not national, but you do parties all over the United
Well, I've
States.
never heard of anything like that. Sounds very interesting. All right, good luck to you, Cynthia. Mary, how about you?
Well, my husband Fritz and I moved out here. We moved to El Cajon about 3 years ago.
From where?
From Marshalltown, Iowa.
All right.
All right. And between us, we have 5 children and 5 grandchildren. I'm a registered nurse. I've worked in oncology. I've been a nurse for 26 years. And it's almost baseball season, and I can't wait to see my Padres.
A baseball fan. All right.
Baseball.
All right, we'll switch from baseball to the match game here, and wish you both the best of luck. We'll play 3 rounds. The one who's ahead at the end of the 3rd round will be the winner. Go on to challenge a returning champion here on Hollywood Squares for a chance to win up to $30,000. Cynthia, you won the toss. You'll have a shot at A or B.
I'll take B, Gene.
B it is for you. Cynthia.
What?
Rodney Dangerfield said. You do Dangerfield? Yes.
Yeah, what do you good?
Yeah, you do Dangerfield. I'll do you do the
Does
part
now.
quotes, okay? Rodney Dangerfield said,
Yeah, I don't get no respect. Last night I called up
blank.
and I got put on a hold. Pretty good impression.
You understand? Because I don't get no respect. Last night I called up blank and I
Say what,
got put on hold.
Last night, what?
Last night I called up blank and got put on hold. How about it, Anson?
Yeah, just trying to figure out how to spell it.
Is your voice changing, Anson?
What?
Is your no?
Is my
You said
what?
yes.
What?
I thought your voice was changing.
Never.
Put it right in the slot. All right, Cynthia. Rodney Dangerfield said, you know who he is, don't you, right? He says, I don't get no respect. Last night I called up blank and I got put on hold.
My wife?
My wife is one good possibility there. Wife. All right, Jesse.
I said the suicide prevention line.
Very clever.
Now that's no respect.
Yes, sir.
I didn't even look. I swear I didn't even look.
You didn't look.
Suicide line.
All right, we have 2 of those so far.
Maybe I looked.
Maybe you looked. Peeked a little.
Well, since my wife is in the audience, my wife, Parampa.
Parampa. One for Cynthia. All right, John.
Wait a second, my wife is in the audience and she puts me on hold all the time. Can this marriage be saved? I said information.
Information.
There's nothing wrong with that.
I don't think so.
They're a little twisted, that's
They
all.
just don't like you, John. That's all there is to it. Tim?
Thank you, John.
Órale.
All right. Miss Phyllis.
Suicide prevention.
Suicide prevention. Well, you picked up 2. Not bad for a first rounder. Now let's see how Mary does with hers. Here it is. Frank said, "My wife is such a rotten cook. Last week I took her meatloaf and sold it as a blank." Have you ever done stand-up?
Never.
Never did stand-up?
Lying.
No, yeah.
He's lying?
No, he's sitting.
I never. Have you seen him
Yes,
do
I-
stand-up, Phyllis?
Yes, I have.
Yes, he's
You
lying.
have, Jesse? Where, Jesse?
Your living room, maybe.
Yeah.
Here we go. Mary. Frank said, "My wife is such a rotten cook. Last week I took her meatloaf and sold it as a blank."
Fish bait.
Thank you.
Sold it as a fish bait?
Oh, come on. An anchor, maybe.
The nurse. The nurse has been in the contagious disease ward, I think.
No es
Mind is
comical.
going. Jesse?
I said a brick.
A brick is on
Good. Brick is good. Brick is better
Yeah,
than
I love you.
because it's shaped like
Hello.
That's good. You're right.
Fish bait?
Fish bait.
Well, I use bricks for fish bait.
All right.
Everything I
That explains
Hey,
it.
you look at me.
Are you in a little trouble with this, right, Tom?
Well, yeah, and I came up with cinder block.
Well, that's good.
same.
Good answers on the top tier. Now let's go to the bottom tier. John, you're first.
Yeah, that could end any minute, couldn't it?
Yes.
Well, these round 1 questions are wide open.
Right.
So I said a pair of Basswegians. Those are shoot. But hey, look, this is a match because it has bass in it. Don't you agree?
All right.
If
You
you
have
don't dig,
spoken.
you measure.
All right, Tim.
I said a doorstop.
You said that. That's good. Doorstop is one possibility. Phyllis,
Well, I said a doorstop too.
you said that.
Yes, I did.
There's nothing wrong with that.
No.
This is crazy.
Something's fishy.
So there we are at the end of round 1, 2-0. Cynthia's favor. Round 2 coming up right after this.
In the 21st century, a shopper will exist like no other. And this shopper will be called the Sweepinator. They will be powerful, versatile, and indestructible. They will have only one mission: to search for the manager's special and run wild in the aisles. The Sweepinator, only on Supermarket Sweep, weeknights at 9. Sweepinators, your future is in their hands.
This is a smart. Give right away at loveshriners.org. Together, our gifts will help even more kids. Thank you.
Here we go with round 2. Cynthia, you're ahead. We'll ask you to go first.
I'll take B.
I can't
B.
really...
Right? Marvin said,
Yo.
Yes.
"My wife doesn't have the figure she used to have. Her cross-your-heart bra is now a cross-your-blank bra."
I love the music so much. You think you know when to clap with this stuff? Pure sex. Remember Bolero?
Yes. Are you going to write something?
I forgot the question.
My wife doesn't have the figure she used to have. Her cross-your-heart bra is now a cross-your-blank bra.
I got it.
All right. Okay. Cynthia.
Phyllis, that word is on the list.
Marvin said my wife. My wife.
Wait a minute, get the attorneys over here.
Wait till we get to it, okay? Marvin said my wife doesn't have the figure she used to have her cross your heart brows now, cross your blank brow.
Cross your stomach, bra.
Cross your stomach. They really fell, didn't they? So she says cross your stomach. Jesse, what do you say?
I'm a little lower. Knees.
Cross your knees. They really drop. Wow.
Can we talk?
I gotta say, Jesse always copies me. Knees.
Knees. All right, John.
This is pretty close. Navel?
Aha, wait.
Yeah!
All right. Now I ask you, what was all the screaming and hooting and hollering for here?
Don't ask.
It's because this is a literary thing.
A literary thing?
This is music. Across your crotch.
I can't be around words like that.
I can't. I have to leave.
All right, here we go now for Mary Hoffman, the second, the round 2 question
still
for her.
on the air?
Phyllis Diller's new maid said, are you listening? Yeah. She said, Mrs. Diller, this house is too far gone for cleaning. I'm going to have to blank it. Here we go. Phyllis Diller's new maid said, Mrs. Diller, this house is too far gone for cleaning. I'm going to have to blank it.
Condemn.
Condemn it.
Really?
Very good. That's pretty good. A condemned house.
Yes, I wish I said that. I said bomb it.
Bomb it. Get rid of it. What'd you say, Anson?
Destroy it.
Destroy. Well, you're all on the same wavelength, but nobody's come close to condemn yet. Don't.
Hey, come on.
Wasn't it fair?
I said torch it.
Torture.
Sorry.
Still don't have a condemned house here, John. Lady's looking for a condemned house.
Burn it.
Burn out house.
Because it's a Diller.
None of us can spell condemned. That's probably what the problem was.
Right. Tim?
I said blow it up.
Blow it up.
That's beautiful, Tim.
What'd you say, Phyllis?
I said burn it.
Burn it. Almost everybody said burn it here, Mary. So you still haven't scored here, but we've got one round to go. Don't give up. 3-0 at the end of round 2. Round 3 right after this.
In the 21st century, a shopper will exist like no other. The Sweepinator. Only on Supermarket Sweep, weeknights at 9.
One car accident by calling or going to gettopic.com.
Here we go, round 3. Bing. This is the final round. Cynthia, you're still ahead. You'll have to go first.
I'm going to try B again.
B again. 3 people play. Jesse, Anson, and Phyllis. Would you please respond to this?
I want to play.
The Nerdo-Crumbesia Times.
Say that again.
It's a newspaper in Nerdo-Crumbesia. It's a mythical, tacky country we invented, Anson.
No, I lived there.
They're not. You did?
I was a nerd.
You were a nerd. That's right, in Nerdo-Crumbesian, right.
That's right.
How was life there?
Rotten. That's where I married Fang.
Ah, yeah. Terrible move. Were your kids born there?
All of them.
And look what happened to them.
3 nerdesses and 2 nerds.
We could do Phyllis Diller week. Her and her family.
All right. The Nerdo-Crumbesian Times is such a strange newspaper. It's the only newspaper in the world that's printed on blank paper.
We got it.
We got it.
Hey, guys, we can't play.
We got it.
We got it.
This is right up our alley.
All right. Here we go, Cynthia. The Nerdo-Crumbesian Times is such a strange newspaper. It's the only newspaper in the world that's printed on blank paper.
Toilet paper.
Say toilet paper. Okay. You better believe it. What do you say, Jesse?
I said toilet.
All right, you have to force, Cynthia. And Zone.
My favorite kind of paper. Toilet.
Yes, madam.
Toilet paper.
All right. Well, Mary, Cynthia has a perfect score of 6. but you can tie it by matching all 6. It's possible.
Not probable.
It has happened.
Mary, even you can do it, Mary. Cheap Charlie said, "At my restaurant, I serve the world's cheapest flaming desserts. And that's because instead of using fine brandy, I squirt my dessert with blank." Cheap Charlie.
Whoa.
You got one, Mary?
Got it.
You understand the question?
Yes.
Okay. Upper tier is ready, lower tier. Put it in the slot, Phyllis.
I got 2. I don't know which to go with. Okay.
All right, you're ready. Mary, Cheap Charlie said, "At my restaurant, I serve the world's cheapest flaming desserts, and that's because instead of using fine brandy, I squirt my dessert with blank."
Gasoline.
Gasoline is good. Good.
I got ESP. I knew to think it.
Now Phyllis is hoping, Mary is hoping that everyone here will say gasoline. What did you say?
Oh, I'm sorry. Water.
Water. So that means Cynthia wins the game.
It'll never work again.
Right there, and I'll get to you in a moment. Pleasure to meet you, Mary. Going to send some gifts to you from the match game. Mary Hoffman, there she goes. Hello there. How do you feel? Good. Well, we're going to switch to Hollywood Squares now. We'll have 3 more celebrities out here. I'll train pleasure with John Bauman. We've got lots more excitement coming your way. We'll be right back.
A member of our studio audience will receive Commodore 64 computer featuring 64K memory, full-size keyboard, color graphics, sprite sound capability, music composer cartridge, and program reference guide furnished by Commodore. And now it's time for more of the match game, Hollywood Squares Hour with from Night Court, Paula Kelly. Pat Paulson. From another world, Kim Morgan Green. And taking over the star of the Hollywood Squares, John Bauman.
All right, we're going to be back in a minute for Hollywood Squares. Come back with us.
I can't believe that. It's real life.
Squares portion of the show, and with me I have Cynthia Norfleet, who certainly made fleet work of her opponent in the match game and is moving now on to Hollywood Squares. We also have 3 brand new celebrities: Kim Morgan Green, not all your names this time, Paula Kelly, and the redoubtable Pat Paulson. Whatever that means, Pat. Not a clue. Pat! Okay, I got to put you on the spot. We're getting towards the end of the week. It's an election year. Are you running for president?
Running for my life first.
But not even walking for president, right? Well, how about you and I run over here and let's play Hollywood Squares. Here we go. I take that as a no candidate. Is that correct? No. Well, I'm sure I'm going to get a yes from you. You have been here for one pretty successful day. Her name is Sam Metcalf Moore, and she's back for a second day. $1,600. Nice going. Good for you. You didn't really get into the big money yet, but you could have another crack at it today. Now, would you care to explain? It's your second day. Yesterday, we gave you a little bit of grief about your name, Sam. Would you care to explain all these names to us?
Okay, you ready? It's a long one.
Well, maybe not.
My full name is Sandra Althea Metcalf Moore. And so Sam are my initials.
It's an acronym.
Yes. And it's a double M.
It's a double M.
M&M's.
Okay. Well, it's plain or peanut, my dear.
Sweet.
Let's play Hollywood Squares at least one more time for you. You're going to play until you hear the time's up bell, and at that point, somebody will presumably win, and go on to play Super Match for up to $30,000. First game is worth $100, $25 for every square. Our champion gets to start. That is you.
Okay.
Pick a star, Sam. Let's go.
Anson, please.
Anson Williams from Happy Days.
Yes. I'm smiling, see?
That could end at any minute, Anson.
Yes.
Anson.
Yes.
Your lips are chapped.
Never.
Well.
Yes, okay.
Just the hell out of this question.
My lips are chapped.
Your lips are chapped and you can't find your chapstick.
Yeah.
Will it help if you use your wife's chapstick? I'm sorry. Will it help if you use your wife's lipstick?
That's better. Thank you.
Or will that only make things worse?
I have to ask Boy George.
Okay, book them, guys. Thanks.
Beep. No, just kidding. It's wonderful. I love being a chameleon. No, I'd say it's lipstick really makes your lips crack worse. I would say it's better not to use anything.
Okay, says it'll only make things worse to use your wife's lipstick. Agree or
Plus,
disagree
it's very
for the first square, Sam?
Geez, that could go either way, moist or not.
So could Boy George.
True. I'll agree.
You agree?
Yeah.
Lipstick will help chapped lips. No, you should have disagreed with Anson, and your opponent gets off to a good start and gets the first square. Okay, Cynthia, that's good for you. You're playing O. Pick a star.
I'd like to go with Kim, please.
Kim Morgan Green from Another World. Who can swim faster, Kim? Mark Spitz or a penguin?
Well, Mark Spitz or a penguin? Spitz can hold my record anytime. I would say Mark Spitz.
What do you say, Cynthia?
I disagree.
A penguin can swim faster than Mark Spitz. Good play. Yes. Northfleet knows who can swim faster. You get the square. A penguin can swim 15 miles an hour. Not bad, but can the penguin get an agent? All right, Sam, it's your move.
Phyllis to block.
You missed this one. The first game belongs to Cynthia. Phyllis Diller. You bounce a lot when you run. Will this eventually lead to a sagging bosom?
Why are you asking me these dumb questions?
Or will it only make them stronger?
I'm an authority on this.
That's why I'm asking you these dumb questions.
Because my mother-in-law went to the doctor with a pain under her left breast. Turned out to be her left knee. She was a jogger, you see. You don't dare do that. In fact, you know that Richter scale for measuring earthquakes?
Sure.
It is illegal for her to jog in San Francisco.
Phyllis, are you trying to say that
I'm trying to tell you, don't jog unless you want to wear them under your belt.
Right. Sam, she says in no uncertain terms that running will lead to a sagging bosom for a block. Do you agree or disagree?
Sounds logical. I'll agree. Ooh.
It is perfectly logical. It will lead to a sagging bosom. Yes, you're right to agree. You get the square and you do block. Good for you. She thwarted you there, Cynthia, with some help from Phyllis, I suppose. It's your move.
I'll go with Paula, please.
Paula Kelly.
Hey.
Who's on Night Court here on NBC.
Right.
Paula, you have just received a beautiful pink pearl necklace. Could the pearls have been pink when they came out of the oyster, or were they definitely given a dye job later on?
In other words, can they be pink in their natural state?
That's correct.
No. Yes, they most certainly can.
No, yes. Okay. No, yes. They most certainly can or not.
Right from the shelf.
So yes, they can.
Yes, they can.
She says you can have pink, natural pink pearls. What do you say, Cynthia?
I
agree or
agree.
disagree? Pearls can be naturally pink. Yes. You are right to agree. You get the square. And you're in a pretty good position as we break for these messages. And we're going to come to find out what happens in this $100 game right after this.
Stay tuned for more of the Match Game Hollywood Squares Hour.
Go. Concentrate. Let's take a look at two more parts of our puzzle. For that new car, here's the puzzle.
For heaven's sake.
Well, for heaven's sake, yeah. Ready to play?
University of Maryland Global. Your support now more than ever. Please call now.
And now back to John Bauman and the Hollywood Square.
Thank you. All right, got a tight game going. Sam, it's your move. You're playing X.
Pat to block.
All right. You missed this one. The first game belongs to the challenger. Pat Paulson, your pet poodle keeps getting hysterical. What does Barbara Woodhouse say may be one of the problems? Is it chewing on dirty bones or eating white bread?
Well, I'd like to take.
Want to have a conference?
No. Take note of the fact that the heart of the issue in the final analysis escapes me.
So that's a lot like yes, no, like what
Probably,
Paul said.
I would say the white bread because it's full of all the vitamins that the bone would have.
Eating white bread can make your poodle hysterical. Okay, agree or disagree, Sam? For a block.
I agree.
Eating white bread, it is. Yeah, kind of interesting. You go right to agree. You get the block. And here is the reason. Yeah. The bleaching agent in the bread may be hazardous to your dog. Cynthia, she thwarted you there. It's your move, however.
I'd like to go with Tom to block, please.
Tom to block.
Okay. She's gone with Tom to block. She could have gone with Tim to win.
I thought his name was Bray.
Okay, too late now. She chose to go with Tom. Tom Bray, your girlfriend has left you because you're a rotten lover.
The word has gotten out. Wait.
Now, can you go to the Masters and Johnson Sex Clinic for therapy? Or do they only take couples? Keep eating that white bread, Kim.
With bones on it, too, I think. Dirty bones, right? Can I go as a single, or do they only take couples?
Right.
I believe they only take couples, because if you went as a single, you'd need someone else to make a couple.
Cynthia, you missed this one. The game goes to Sam. Agree or disagree?
Can you repeat the question?
Yeah. His girlfriend has left. It doesn't matter the reason.
Wake up, smell the coffee.
Can he go to the Masters
Come on,
and
stay
Johnson?
with us here.
Can he go to the Masters and Johnson Sex Clinic for therapy, or do they only take couples? Can one person go, or is it only couples, in other words? And he says they only take couples.
Only.
I
With
agree.
reservations.
I agree.
You can go to the Masters and Johnson Sex Clinic alone. No, you should have disagreed. Your opponent gets that square and wins the game. Okay. What that means is 3 X's in a row for you, and you're off to a bit of a lead. However, we're going to sweep those X's and O's immediately off the board and go on to a $200 game. That strategic error hurt you in that game, but there's still plenty of time. You get to start this one, Cynthia.
You couldn't get me a reservation at that clinic, could you?
Pick a star.
Like to start with Anson, please.
Anson Williams.
Yowza.
According to the American Poultry Association, Anson.
Yes.
Should you pluck your bird before or after it's dead?
Some hard times, bro.
Should you pluck your bird before it's dead?
Yeah.
It's horrible.
That's what it says right here.
No, you can go to jail for that. Of course not. No, see, after it's... What is this?
It's water.
After it's dead, then you pluck the heck out of it.
Agree or disagree, Cynthia?
I agree.
You should pluck your bird after it's dead. Yes. Right to agree. You get the square. They're sharp there at that American Poultry Association. Good thinkers. All right, Sam.
If you can get something past me.
Sam, it's your move. You're playing X.
Gene, please.
Gene Rayburn.
Ready.
Okay, we still got a tight game. It's only 175 to 100. Gene, if you accidentally inhale baby powder, is it bad for your lungs, or will it just make your nose smell nice?
Well, if you get a great deal of it in your lungs, one whiff isn't going to hurt you. I mean, how much are we talking about?
Say a reasonable amount of baby powder.
Well, a reasonable amount.
The basic question is baby... The basic question is baby powder bad for your lungs? Is the real question. Right? That's the heart of the issue.
I think in ordinary usage, it is not harmful to your lungs.
Agree or disagree, Sam?
It was the smell then? That it just smells nice?
Yeah, in other words, is it harmless?
No.
I just disagree.
Baby powder is bad for your lungs. Well done. You were right to disagree. Good thinking. You doped it out. Can sure dry out your sinuses, but it is bad for your lungs. Makes perfect sense to me. We're going to break for these messages, come back and finish a $200 game. Return.
Settle down. Settle down. Who's first?
See who passed the Whammy auditions on Press Your Luck. Weekdays at 4. Only on Buzzer.
This is a paid advertisement for Cooney and Conway.
All right. 200 for Sam. 100 for Cynthia. It's a $200 game, so everything hangs in the balance. Cynthia, it's your move.
Like to go with Tom, please?
Mm-hmm. Tom Bray from Riptide.
From Riptide.
Tom, yes. Does your brain use up more energy when you're having a nightmare or when you're watching reruns of Gilligan's Island?
I think it's when I'm having a nightmare that I'm watching reruns of Gilligan's Island. Let's see. I think it's when I'm having a nightmare.
What do you think, Cynthia?
I agree.
It is. It's when you're having a nightmare. Yes, right to agree. You get the square. Not surprising. Sam, where would you like to put this X?
Jesse to block.
All right, you missed this one. The game and the lead goes to Cynthia. Jesse Wells from O'Madeline. You have been stung by a bee. What should you put on the sting to relieve the pain? Is it meat tenderizer or Elmer's glue?
Well, Elmer's glue, I don't, well, no, I could see where it could be Elmer's glue. I could see where it could be meat tenderizer. So.
Anytime now.
I'll say, this is going to sound strange, but I think maybe Elmer's glue.
What do you think, Sam, to block? Agree or disagree?
I'll disagree.
Meat tenderizer it is. Well done. You're right to disagree. I know, Elmer's glue. It's so bizarre that it could be possible.
I say why.
All right, good going. You did block there. Cynthia, it's your move. You're playing O.
Go with Kim to block.
Who? Kim. For a block. Now, pretty big lead goes to Sam if you missed this one. Kim Morgan Green, after mating season, does a male bat stay to help with the birth of the baby bats?
Yeah.
Or does he run off with the boys?
Well,
I guess those are the bat boys.
if he's like most men, I would say he runs off with the boys.
Hey.
No offense, guys, but you're not all like that. Oh, come on. I'm just being cute. No, I would say he goes off with the boys.
Okay.
Wait a minute, time
Agree or
for a
disagree?
bowling game, isn't it, guys? Come on, let's go.
Agree or disagree to block, Cynthia?
I'm going to disagree.
He runs off with the boys. You should have agreed with Kim. Your opponent gets that square, and your opponent wins another game, and there go the boys! The Bat Boys are off and running, and so is Sam. Sam, you got $450. Cynthia, you got 125, but there is still time. Take all those X's and O's off the board, and let's move on to a $300 game, which will be started by Cynthia Norfleet.
I'd like to start with Anson.
You're sure about that? What has more pockets, Anson?
I don't know.
Oh.
No.
An official Boy Scout uniform or a pool table?
Boys, okay, Weeblos. Okay, let me think.
Got that smirk off his face.
This is tough.
It is.
Definitely. And I know this, because I made it to Weeblos. I don't remember what Weeblos is, but I made it through. It is a pool
It is
table.
what, man?
Come on, let me get the answer. A pool table.
Agree or disagree, Cynthia? Pool table has more pockets, he says.
I'm going to listen to him. I agree.
The Boy Scout uniform has more pockets, and he made it to Weeblos. Yes, a Boy Scout uniform has 8 pockets, 6 in the pants and 2 in the shirt.
You're kidding.
Plenty of places for your pet lizard. Okay, Sam, you are playing X. Pick a star.
You'll have a couple bucks left in those pockets. You better go back and look.
I gotta check that uniform.
Okay, Gene Rayburn. We're getting short of time. Let's go, everybody. Gene Rayburn, which came first? Phyllis Diller? Or the first Salvation Army thrift shop?
You're going for a little assistance here. I would say Phyllis is younger than springtime, so I would say the Salvation Army came first.
Agree or disagree, Sam? Salvation Army thrift shop, it is.
The thrift shop.
Yes. He
And
says
Gene-
that came before Phyllis.
I agree.
Yes, it did. First Salvation Army thrift shop, you're right to agree. You get the square. The first thrift shop opened in 1897. Phyllis Diller, of course, was born in many years later. Cynthia, you are playing O, your move.
I go with Pat to block.
Pat Paulson, according to the Father's Almanac, what is the best way to toilet train your son? Should you move his bed into the bathroom? Or should you let him watch you?
What? Watch me what?
I was afraid of that, Pat.
John!
You know.
This work with sex too, or not? Move his bedroom.
Move his bed into the bathroom or let him watch you.
Jogging.
Jog him into the bathroom. Well, that was some another. No, you would. What was the question?
Beats me. Toilet training your son. Should you move his bed into the bathroom or should you let him watch you so he can learn?
Well,
Just give me an answer because time's fleeting.
Oh, I guess we would let him watch me.
This man's running
Cynthia.
for president.
This is for a block.
I'm going
Agree or disagree?
I'm going to agree.
She agrees. You should let him watch you. You're right to agree.
Well, he ain't
Go
going
up the square, and you do block. Yes. Sam, your move.
He's
Jesse.
19 now. He ain't gonna watch me.
Jesse Wells, you and your cow have just gone into labor.
Labor, I know.
What a coincidence.
If you're both average, who will give birth first?
Yeah.
Let me think. It took me 9 months.
Of labor?
Yes, it took me 9 months of labor. Labor, it's a good thing. Okay, it took me 45 minutes. I would say that the cow would have it first.
What do you say, Sam?
Okay, so the cow.
She says the cow will
goes
give
into
birth. Essentially, the
first.
question is the cow's labor shorter? She says the cow's labor is shorter. Average.
Average. I agree.
On the average, the cow's labor is shorter. Yes, you're right to agree. On the average, the labor of a cow is 2 hours, 8 to 10 hours for women from the first contraction. No matter, time is up, $525. She's done it again. Sam Metcalf Moore. Congratulations. Now remember what you do here. Just troop right over there. Join Gene Rayburn. Get set for another shot at the big money. Maybe today will be your day. We hope. Cynthia, it was pretty tight game for a while. She's obviously a pretty good player. It's 2 days in a row for her. $150 for you. Thanks for playing Match Game Hollywood Squares. You're lovely. Gene Rayburn, take it away.
Okay, John, we'll be back with Sam here in our stars, and I go with the big money right after this.
Whatever you want,
Bet it all that is higher.
there's a game show for that.
Look at him fly.
And Buzzer's got it. Coming up next.
Pain. Visit goodtogo.com. It's fast, cheap, and easy. Visit goodtogo.com. That's good, the number 2, go.com.
And now, here to play the super match is Gene Rayburn.
Thank you, Johnny O. Hey, Okay. Thank you. Here we go. Ready, Sam?
I sure am.
Well, you know how this goes because you went through it yesterday, didn't you? We wish you the very best of luck today. Here we go. We polled an audience not too long ago, a very smart bunch like this group here today, and we said, write down your best answer to this. Barney blank. Remember, it's $1,000 for the top answer, $500 for the second, $250 for the third. Any three of the 9 dingbats are allowed to offer some assistance to you here.
We're getting close now.
John.
Barney Miller.
Barney Miller is 1.
Tom.
Barney Google.
Barney Google, an old comic strip.
Anson.
Barney Rubble.
Barney Rubble. All right.
Barney who?
You have Barney Rubble, Barney Google, Barney Miller. Now, for you to decide, choose one of those or one of your own. Think it over.
Do I have a long time?
Sure. Can you meet me here next Thursday?
That's a tough one.
Well, now look at him again. Barney Miller, Barney Google, Barney Rubble.
I'll go with Miller.
Miller?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Okay. Not a bad choice. I went with Miller for 6 months. He was wonderful. All right, let's see if Barney Miller is under the $250 response. Barney Google is there at the bottom, the third spot. The $500 response says... Aha! Well, we've got 2 out of the 3 answers the stars gave you. Let's see if Barney Miller's on top. Slide the big one. Yeah! Another 1,000. Another 1,000. Now it's time for the head-to-head match with any star of your choosing. After you've made your decision and chosen the star, that person will reveal the hidden number. A 10, a 20, or a 30 will multiply the 1,000 by whatever number is revealed. Time now to choose a star, Sam.
John, please.
Okay, John, grab the tab and give it a yank, and here we go. You are playing for $10,000.
Not a great disappointment.
Good luck to you. Here we go, John.
Yeah.
Coffee blank. C-O-F-F-E-E. Coffee blank. Or coffee blank. Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, Sam. It's a collective 10,000. All you have to do is match John. What's your answer?
Table.
Coffee table. A few groans from the audience there. Okay, John, she says table will match you for the 10,000. What do you say?
It's one of those. There are an awful lot of good ones. I wrote down beans. I wrote down cup. I went with break.
Coffee break. Coffee break is a good response. Table was not bad.
A lot of
coffee bean. I guess there are 2 or 3 good chances there. Listen, you've improved your position again. You now have a total of $3,125. That's good. And we'll see you here tomorrow. And we'll be back with our stars and Sam right after this.
I often hear people...
Now let's find out which of the stars had the big 3-0. Would you all grab the tag, give them a pull? 1, 2, 3, go.
Yeah.
See, Kim. Kim Morgan Green had it there. The big 3-0. Well, we'll see you here tomorrow. All right? Gene Rayburn inviting you to join us here tomorrow.
John Babbitt saying so long for the match game. Hollywood Squares there. See you then.
A member of our studio audience will receive Tappan's Deluxe Microwave Oven with Tappan Fresh Controls, built-in browner, 10 different cookie speeds, and the programmed in the frost and cook automatically, furnished by Tappan. This is Johnny Olson speaking for the Match Game Hollywood Squares Hour, a Mark Goodson television production.